Good evening folks and welcome. I'm doing this part of the video live. This is the, as you can see in the title, the CARTAVOX record cutter. I'm doing this part of the video live. I didn't need that winding because the one I put into correct one, so that'll get saved for, well, it's only good for a tape recorder really. Unless you put it upside down and you could probably use it, but I've put this back together. We seem to have plenty of grip on here, so what we'll do, we'll switch it on and we'll see what we get. There we go. I can't tell the speed because I haven't got that RPM program I had, but that looks pretty much like 45 to me. It's a bit creaky. I'm going to sort that out. We'll deal with the mechanism first. The creakiness is that belt. There's a belt under there. Let me get my fingers in. We've only got the, what do you call it, connected. We haven't got any, there it is. We've only got the, see, whoa, there we are, you see. So what we'll do, we'll turn that off, and what we'll do, we'll have a look and we'll see how you get this apart so we can get in there, perhaps service the mechanism or get it apart sort of, so we can service the mechanism. But we know the motor works, and the motor is nice and cool actually. Yeah, that's not bad. But it is a 240 volt motor and no longer needs a motor run capacitor, and there's plenty of torque in that motor as well. So what we need to do is what I think you need to do. Might be a bit more. Start by taking the CL84 out so I don't accidentally break it. Let's take that out. Shove that under there for now. We'll take the turntable off because we'll need to. Although there's plenty in there, I think it's going to need to come off anyway. It's easier to move it about with the turntable off because it's less weight. And then I also need to find out how this arm is enabled, because you do that, it does nothing. There's just something stuck. But I need to look at all that. There, get off you. That's the turntable off. Right. And there's my motor that I've put in, and I think we've already got two cameras crashed already. Oh, for God's sake, two cameras already. Let's sort them out. I don't know why, but I think it must be when I move the wiring and stuff. Could be. I don't know what it is. But let's go to, no, we don't want settings. I don't want that either, I want that. No, I don't. What studio mode? I want camera 2. So we'll try to sort this out. To be honest, I know this is a free program, but it's getting to be a bit of a pain. doesn't do it when I'm recording, it only does it on. Get that to there. Go back. That's working. I'll try and sort out camera 3. Restart camera 3. There we go. It's just those 2 cameras that it seems to misbehave on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the cleaning stuff out, and I'm wondering, is it, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to lubricate all this, see what we can do. I'll tell you what it could be. Steve said it happened when the variac was on, so it could be, yes, that's the point. Yeah, because it happened the other night when the variac was on, so it could be the variac that's causing it. So, you know, it could be sending a spike across because there's no cap on it and out, so it could even be that. So we'll leave the variac off. We don't need it anyway because we can plug this thing straight into the mains. It's only a bloody motor. Right, so what we need to do is we need to look at this here, because this knob needs to come off, because we can't do out with, we can't pull that apart, I don't think, so we're gonna have to take the knob off. Right, so let's find a screwdriver for which to remove the knob. Got one there, which is that broken? No, that's the one. There we go. Right. So what we're going to go to, what camera? Probably camera 1. I think. No, let's have a look at 2. Right. If it froze? No. If it freezes, it freezes. I'll sort it. But what I need to do is get this apart so that I can service. I want to take this belt off here. Right, so that bearing needs oiling. Feels alright, but it needs doing. That's stiff. And that's supposed to be free. That's seized up, that pulley there. It's actually dragging the belt across. So that's got to be done. Let's get this knob off. Right. I hope you've all had a good day, folks. Mine's not been too bad. I mean, whoever put this on put the knob back on in the wrong position. pull the grub screw all the way out. I'm going to have to prise this off because somebody's put the knob back on in the wrong position. Yeah, and that's the knob broke. Fuck's sake. Oh, we're alright, sir. Right, it's just an old circuit board. Right. Yeah, someone's put the knob back on in the wrong position. Even though I've glued the damn thing on, I can't get it off. It's got to come off. What about this? That's got a pin in it, so that won't come out. And that there's got a pin in it because it uses an extension shaft. Can I not push that in? No. I can't get into it from there. I mean, mind you, that being said, I can get to... probably can actually. That needs to be greased. Just lift that up a minute. Yeah, that needs to be lubricated. So really I need this out of the way. So someone's put the knob on and put it on the wrong way around, or even though I'd have put glue in there, something's in there, it won't come off. Shit. Fuck it. That's not coming off. Wow. I've taken the grub screw out. And that's not coming off. That's not wanting to go. Alright, let's try a bigger screwdriver. It's got to come off. It's just breaking the knob. I mean, replacing it's not a problem, I can manage that, but I mean, there's only one screw in here, there's not like two screws. There's a screw there. Oh shit. My mistake, whoops. But it still doesn't want to come off. Got two screws in the damn thing. Still don't want to come off. I mean, I can smooth all this back out. I can smooth all that off, but I'll do something about that, so it's not a problem. Get that grub screw out. Make sure I don't lose those, put them there. There we are. I'll have to sort of like sort that out. It's not broken. It's just a collar there that's broken. But I'll sort that out. Right. Let's move the multimeter. I don't need the multimeter. Just need to right, so is that the camera's still working? Yeah, they're all still working. That's when I turn that variac on. Right, so See, I can get, as long as I can get under it far enough, I can get rid of that motor run capacitor out of the way. As long as I can get underneath it to a decent degree, right, and I need to, that's the belt, and that's not there, it's seized in. That has to come out because it's seized in and it should move that. Ow! It's got a sharp edge on that, I know. Now, let's see if we can just tap that. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, it's definitely. Yes. It's definitely seized. Can I put it up? Can I get a bit of oil, a bit of switch cleaner in there to act as penetrating? Some sort of penetrant. Can't get to it from the top there, can I? Can I grip that there? Just get a little. I'm not squeezing this, I'm just turning it gently. And there we are. That's free now. That's perfect now. So what we'll do, we won't get that out, not without great difficulty. So what we'll do, we're going to get rid of this motor run capacitor once and for all because it's no longer needed. So we'll get rid of that. I've not wired the motor back into the switch, back into the system yet. We've just got this wire coming from it. Right, so that's all it was really, was crap that was just under there. So that's all it was. That's it. Just gunge. That's why that was making our squeaking racket. I'll just clean the pulley. Might be better getting into it. There we go. Let's got that. Right. Let's drop a bit of oil in that. And I'm not going to put it directly in because it'll there we go, that'll soak through. Right. Perfect. Now what we'll do, we'll take the bearing out the middle. Yeah, at least I will if I can. If I can work out how to get into it. Because this is going to come off. And I think the way you do it, because there were no manuals on this or nothing, no service manual on it. I think the way they expect you to do it, don't do that. Hello Phil, I hope you're feeling better my friend, and I hope the lovely Maria is okay as well, and obviously the rest of your family. Yeah, absolutely. There we go, get that out of there. Ooh, that's actually got oil in it, but we're going to clean it anyway. So get the IPA. Well, I say it's got oil in it, it sort of went pop as I pulled it out. That would have been air that was in there. Oh, it reaches down to the bottom. Well, sort of. It's clean in there actually. I don't want to go too far down because if I lose me, see how long that is to be compared to me stick. Well, I can look at the shaft. Yeah. See, we've got crap on there, so that needs to be cleaned up. Well, Steve will be pleased anyway that I've made good progress with his cutter, because this is actually Steve's cutter, it's not actually mine. But when he emigrates, I will do a deal with him to obtain it. I'm going to clean this around here, make sure that there's nothing on the hole. Because we don't want anything. There we go. Make sure the hole, we can use the other half of that. Clean out this piece bearing here. Look at that. It just shows you've done it. And there's and even this bearing here. This ball bearing on the bottom has got crap in it. Look at that. Oh, the ball bearings fell out. Oh no, don't be losing that. I think you can drop that straight in the bottom. Yeah, you can just drop that straight in. It's supposed to be in the bottom anyway. So what we'll do, we'll get another cotton bud. See, look at that. There we go. Put the top on the IPA for a minute because I've not got a lot of this left. Yeah, Mike made me a couple of donations. Racing Demon has done me a few donations recently, and the problem is, before YouTube will give you what's rightfully yours, before they'll give it you, you've got to have 60 quid. Otherwise they won't pay you. And that's wrong, that. And I will drop it down, a couple of drops down there. And I'll now pop this. You can hear the air popping out of that. There we go. Sort of gets sucked under. So it gets sucked in. Then this plate goes. Let's just put the top on the oil before we have a disaster. Yes, there we go. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to using this machine before I hand it over to Steve, because I know Steve will want to use it as well, but I'm looking forward to using it before I hand it back. That's if I can get it was designed to record onto blank postcards, so that's why I have a mic, so you can leave a message. That's what the purpose of it was. But right, so now that's turning freely. That could probably do a bit of a lubricate, because I think that should be a bit. I think this should be a bit more free than what it is. Let's get the belt out of the way. Right. Now I'm thinking if I take that out of there, and I might be able to just slacken this and get the rod out. Alright. Oh no, it has to come out. Actually, I can get the oil in there. I've made enough room now. Oops. That feels not bad. Just move these wires so I can. That's better. Get a bit on there. There we go. Just tighten that back up. Save pulling all that to bits, hasn't it? Just slacken them off, and you can just get a bit of wiggle room in the shaft. Just get a bit of extra space. That should be. Yeah, that's silky. Yeah, it feels silky smooth now. That. There we go. Now, let's put the belt back through. Just see how that's. What I would like, I'd like a bit of. That's it. I mean, a bit of movement in there would be nice. I wonder if I can just shift that over slightly. That's a bit better. So let's lift this back on. the belt up. And this is an old belt, so we don't want to don't know whether we've gone the right way there, but I think we have. That's one way to find out. Make sure that our wires are still on the motor. They are. Camera hasn't froze, has it? No. Just still not froze. Yeah. It has this time. There's that one. No, that one hasn't. Never mind. Let's go to another camera. I'll sort that out in a minute. There we go. Now what we'll do, we'll shove the screwdriver there. Find out where the hole is. It was easier to find before because it was all stiff. Finding the hole. There it is. That's it. Let's use a heavy screwdriver for that, not one of my delicate ones. There we go. That's good enough. The creak's gone. Just turn it off a second. So I'm going to turn it round. I don't want it. I mean, there's nothing going through the circuitry. It's only, we're only powering the motor. But I want to sit. Things roughly back into place. In that, I don't know how you're supposed to put that on when it's all together. But that moves across. Put that onto there we go. That should now pull across. doesn't. It should. It's sticking. Oh, I got it going the wrong way. Yeah, I have. The turntable's going the right way. Let's just turn that off. Let's bring this back up to there. What I've done, I've actually put the belt on the wrong way, I think. So we'll just whip the screw out, whip the turntable back off. Right. Take that off there. Oops. And then go around the other way. That doesn't look right either. That's not right, that's cutting into the belt. It was right the other way. Yeah, because you can't go, well, could you go that way? No, you can't go that way. And this is all lined up. That goes, because you can't go the other way. And that's right. So let's have a look. Let's see which way. Right, the turntable turns it that way. So if I move it in a bit, yeah, what it is, put this onto the start groove, there we go. Put that to where it'll be. Right. Right, so that's weird. Because it can't go the other way. That's weird. Let's move that to the one of the outside ones. See that like that. mean, this is actually damaged, but that's no problem, we can sort that. So that winds it in that way. So I mean, the turntable can't go both ways. So if I put this further back here, hang on, that's it. Probably all needs a good clean out, but the problem is that is supposed to given that none of this has been out, then none of it can be wrong unless it's been out by someone else and put together wrong, because that's jumping back. The turntable goes that way, it goes clockwise, which is right. And that belt goes through there, which is right. That belt goes there, which is right. And I didn't undo any of this. So, which means let's just hold that there. But I'm wondering why is that not dropping down now? There we are. That's how that's supposed to work. And then that, as the turntable turns, this is weird. That's weird. I mean, it's didn't work back to front, did it? I wouldn't have thought so. Let's move that to the end. I mean, that feels stiff, but there again. Let's move that to the end there. That's the end. the end there. Well, that gets to the end there. I mean, all this needs cleaning, but that shouldn't have any effect on it. And that's gone up now because it's got to the end. See, that's going backwards. That's going backwards. That's weird. The belt's on correctly. So all this is back as it should be. I mean, you can't get that wrong. Let's take the belt off. Right. You can't get it any other way. You can't do it any other way. It's the only way you can do it. I'll come over and have a look at the chat in a minute because this is really confusing me. That it can't go that way. That can't go that way, can it? Well, it can. That's the way I've had it on. Just put my finger under there. You've got to be careful, it's sharp that. Just put that there. See, that's coming back. Now if I move it to here, because that's wrong. I've got a feeling if I hold that there, right, so that's going that way. Just try something. I can't see it making a difference. Now the belt's come off. Let's put the belt back on. This is weird. And it doesn't come through the back there. So that's going to send it that way. And if I turn it round, it's going to pull it that way now, but the problem is it's not right. Try it that way. That could be it. Oh, that feels right. Oh, that feels better. whether it's right is another matter. Let's move it to the end, that seems the way it works best. There we go, it's locked in. That's coming back, it should be going forward. Right. Just for example, turn it. See, that's moving in now, which is where it's supposed to do. Yeah, right, whatever. Right, the belt is connect there. So you can't go that way. Because the damn thing runs backwards. Runs backwards. And I can't put it that way because it runs the right way now, but that comes off the pulley there. So that's the right way now. That's now moving the right way, but that's not right. Try that, which I don't think will work because I've already tried it. No? Let's try. There's no, it doesn't wrap around like that, that's weird. Oh, shit. That's the only way you can go. I mean, it's weird because I haven't taken any of this out. Wonder if somebody else has in the past. I'll put this rod back in, back to front. Wonder if that's the issue. That somebody had this out and put the rod back in, up back to front. There's one way to find out. There's one way to find out, because let's take this out, and I should be able to take this rod out. Wow. Tell you what, let's just pull that plug out to be safe. Right. just trying to get into a position so that I want to get this, because I'm wondering if somebody's put this thing back together wrong in the past. It's possible. I mean, what if the idea now is to get into there. Oh, find a bloody screwdriver with a bit more meat on it. I'm going to come and have a chat in a minute, because to be perfectly honest, that doesn't feel like it's been undone recently, so I'm beginning to discount that, begin to eliminate that really. But I think the belt can't have gone in wrong. I mean, it can only go one way. There's the belt, but I never took the belt right out. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me have a think. Let me have a think. Here's what we might be overlooking. Right. Yeah. That's the only way it can go. So you can't go the other way. It can't go the other way because it pulls off that pulley. That's pretty much in line. So and that can't come. I'm wondering, well, I'm actually doing a lot of wondering, but let's take the belt off the thing. Let's get it off there. Goes round there. So you can't go. See. I don't think it can go that way. Well, it takes it the same way, doesn't it? That takes it the same path. Yeah, because that's... I'll have a think for a minute, folks. I hate things that are really challenging at this time of night. Right, let's see what's happening with the chat. Was this actually used to place the recording grooves onto a record. It was, yes, Roy. It was, yes, I believe. It was used to do audio postcards. That's what it was for. Amanda, yeah, good evening. George Christopher, good morning. Hello, George. It is Amanda, yes, it's making your own records. Good evening, Kevin. Yeah. I don't ask the last time you changed your knickers, do it, Amanda? There's no point in putting a clean t-shirt on just to get grubby while you're doing this. That's a polite way of saying mind your own business. I don't know. I can't find. It could do. I mean, it could do. I can't find any information on it, George. Does it cut in reverse to playback? Yeah, there is. I've got the actual thing. I've got a thing there with a mic and whatnot on it, but I've not opened that up yet to see what's in it, but it doesn't seem to do much. Just got a couple of lights and a VU meter and a mic on it. We'll get into that in a bit maybe if we've got the time. Let's see. Yes, the motor's wired correctly because the turntable's going clockwise. So yes, I've already thought of that. Yes, there were some backwards music on Beatles records, yes, that's quite true. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see why it would record, why it would cut the record in reverse. No, I don't understand that. It shouldn't do. No, I don't think so. But I can't find any information on it. But no, the motor's wired correctly because the motor's going clockwise, and that's how the motor should go. If it cut in reverse, then the motor would have to go counterclockwise. No, there's nothing missing, Amanda, from what I can see. I'm wondering if somebody in the past has had it apart and put it back together incorrectly. But without a manual, there's really not a great deal that I can actually do. I can't find any information on this thing. I mean, I'm not doing anything with the electronics until I can get the mechanism working correctly. It's already got 2 valves burnt out in it. So, you know, I'm not completely sure. And you can only put the belt on one way. Because you can't, ow, I just kicked the turntable, that hurts. Right, anyway, I'm going to try something, but I don't think it's going to work. But I'm going to investigate it anyway. I'm going to feed the belt. Just move that clamp out of the way. Feed the belt back through there. See, no matter what you do, if I bring the belt down, then I try and see, no matter what you do, the belt has still got to come over the top and go over like that. No matter how you do it, that's how it's got to go. Because you can't do it any other way. I know you probably can't see much at the moment, but I'm wondering, that can't go down like that. The belt has to go over this, that's for sure. There we go. Right. Get my screwdriver back. Now, so you can't go over there. You can't come under and over. Oops. This has to turn that way. Let me just go back. I'll tell you what. Right. I mean, yeah, the brown wires come off for the motor now, so we're not worried about that anyway. Just solder that back on if we need it. That's why I unplugged it. I'm trying to look at put this back on. I wonder if it goes that's correct there, that's how that goes. And that now turns that I'm going to get a screwdriver and I'm going to put it in the groove there, and I'm going to see now that's moving that way like it should. The screwdriver's moving in, so that's right. And that screwdriver's now moved into the groove, into the fine part where it would cut the groove, so it's going right. What the problem actually is, I know what it is now, and I just can't show you lot because what it is on this thing here that puts the pressure on, it's actually broken and it's causing it to skip, and at the same time it can't sit in. Yeah, it's trying but it's not having it, so that's what it is. So I'm going to have to take this out and try and replace that. Yeah, you can see where it's snapped off. Yeah, that's what the issue is. Yeah, so that's locked in there now. If I turn that the correct way, it doesn't actually want to sit in. It needs a good clean. This has got to come out and be cleaned, but I can't show you because see if I can free up the see if I can sort out the other camera and see if we can. Just give me a minute, folks. Let's just sort this camera out. Now let's go to the camera number 2. Right. Now, might not be able to show you, but I think I've worked out what the issue is. See, you can just see the gear there. If I move, can I move this wire? Yes. Let's move this wire. There we go. Right, there's the gear there that pulls, which pulls the arm across. And on there should be a piece on there, and it's on that arm there that you can see moving, and it's that that's broke off. Although that sits in, it does grip in there. If I turn that the correct way, see, you can't pull it, it's trying. If I put a bit of pressure on, it goes there. That's the problem. So I'm not going to carve that up. I'm going to take that off and give that a good cleaning, inspect that thoroughly, and I'm going to take this part out here and see if I can sort this part out here that's supposed to sit into that groove. It's just a very, very fine worm gear. But that's where the issue is. And that's why if I move this to the end, right, now I'll move back right, so I'll return that. Now I think when it gets to the end, I wonder, was there supposed to be some sort of reverse mode on the turntable? I don't think so. See, that's locked in there now. And he gets down, it won't go any further back. And it sort of just locks there. Let's go moving now. But if I move it to the beginning, or what we assume is the beginning, which is here, and I turn that, it should pull it forward. It did before. Are we actually in? There we are. See, that's pulling it forward now. Or at least it is. If I hold it there, but either this has been put on the wrong way around, or I know there's a piece broke out of there. I've spotted that. But I'm wondering, has this been put on the wrong way around as well? I'm beginning to think maybe it has. So it's basically try and get it off, innit? We need a big meaty screwdriver to get that out. And that looks like it's been off before, because that's not sitting straight actually. So if I'm going to take it out anyway. Just take the belt off. Right, because I want to examine it anyway, so we'll get the belt out. There we go. Managed to get one screw out. There we go. Now if I can get my hand down there, get the screw in the washer. The screw's dropped into the motor. There it is. There's the washer. But that's why we unplug things, because of the brown wire being off. Because wires come off, you unplug things. Now I might be able to just move that now. See, that's not even straight there. Someone's had that off. See if I can turn this one. Ugh, no. I can't do that because I don't want to break that's plaster, that's Bakelite. Can I not get in there sideways? No, you can't. I mean, I managed to get the first one out. I only need the first one because the other one will just slide out with the bearing. Just can't get onto that screw. We'll and get it with the pliers. Just get one turn on it. Might not be able to get onto it. Fuck's sake. Might not be able to get onto it with the pliers. But yeah, the motor's definitely going the right way. Or the right way on my idea for a record player to go anyway. My idea. Oh, nope. Let's have a look in the... Let's lean that up against there for a minute. Right, where's me big thick? There it is. Where's the tools to go with it? Why is it you can never find any flatheads? Never find any flatheads when you want them. I've got any in here. Yeah. That might do it. Because there's more of a handle, so give me more, get more purchase on it hopefully. Oops. Oops. Right. Got it. Phew. Now we can have a good look. Just wind that out. We can have a good look now. My first time actually ever doing one of these, so I think if I lift this out of here, nope, can't get that out either. So let's try and that should come out of there. I got it. So if I lean that back there. Now let's have a look. Let's go to another camera so we can check it. Let's see what the best view is. I think camera 2 maybe. No, my mistake. Camera 3. Right. Well, this has actually been cut up pretty much. I think it's supposed to be like that, to be honest. Needs a good clean. And it can't go in the wrong way because this side's longer, so it has to go that way. So that's correct. And it's not gouged or worn. Could do with a clean. Let's get the IPA. We'll give it a clean. But there is a remote unit, but it doesn't, it just has a meter and some lights on it. I'll show you that at some point. This has got green deposits on it. Yeah, look at that. It's going to have to be cleaned, this. seeing if I clean the crap off, it's supposed to be greased this as well. See, we've got a bit there which is, that's actually not damaged. I mean, it's weird. I mean, that looks like it's been gouged a bit, but it's not bad. I mean, it's got a few places in it. I mean, this spiral here runs all the way through it. I mean, there's big lumps of crap on it as well. That probably don't help, but I can have a look. What I might have to do is pick that with something, find something thin. That end's clean. So it's as clean as it needs to be. Clean this end a bit more. Yeah, it's had grease on this, which it's got hard grease on it, which means I think it should be greased. Should have a light grease on this, I think. I mean, that's all okay, it's not stiff or anything. I'm just looking. But that's what that's what it is anyway. That's what does the work. Right. I don't want to clean the roller with IPA because I don't know what it'll do because it's Bakelite. Don't know whether it'll damage it, I'm not sure. But that spiral looks okay. Now, right, let's put the IPA away because I've not got a lot of it. I can't afford to waste any. Yeah. So let's move over to the spiral bit, which is this bit here, which is actually clogged up with crap. Look at that. I don't think that is broke actually. I don't think it is broke. I think what that actually is, that's not broke, it's actually just clogged up with crap. No, that's not broke. If that was broke it'd be sharp and jagged, and it's not. It's not actually broke, it's just clogged up with crap. That's all that is. Get the end of that, that's clean. That's what it is, that's probably why it wouldn't even work. It's absolutely full of it. And I mean full of it. get another cotton bud. But that's what the issue is. That's clean there now. So basically that sits right. That's perfectly clean that now. So let me turn it round and examine it. Yeah, that's not broke. If that was broke, it'd be jagged and sharp, and it's not. It's just full of crap. So that's what that is. Anyway, let's put it back down. It's getting on a bit now, folks, and there's other things I want to do. And I think I'm going to just finish off with a bit of chat, and then I'm going to call it a day. So I'll wash that with some sort of detergent. Thank you very much, Amanda. You have a nice evening, love, and enjoy it, whatever's left of it. And I shall catch you later. Right, I was going to camera too. Well, oh, I did, didn't I? Let's go to all of them. Right. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Kevin. Yeah, it would have been a bit of a... Yeah, it does look a bit Phillipsy, doesn't it, the idler? It probably even could be, but I don't know. It's the thing was made in Germany. But then again, Grundig did use Phillips decks, didn't they? So, yeah, they could have used a Phillips part, I suppose. Good evening, Steve. I take it you're checking out the progress on your record cutting machine. We're getting there, slowly, but we're getting there. Good night, George. You have a good one, my friend. Yeah, we're... yeah. I've got the motor to fit. I did a nice job of the motor. I mean, the motor goes round beautifully, and I think it's pretty much at the right speed. It might be a bit slower than 45, but hey, you know, most decks these days have a pitch control, so you can bring them up anyway. And I could always put a sleeve on the pulley to. I could always make a plastic sleeve to actually increase the diameter slightly if I need to, but I'm hoping once it's all done it'll be okay. There's plenty of torque in that motor to drive it all anyway. But I think the issue is sort out why. Yeah, but I think that worm gear, that worm gear that has to have grease on it. That is a greased part. That. Oh, pardon me. There's a fly in here. There's a mouse in here somewhere. Yeah, hear it then as it squeaked past. Yeah. Anyway, folks, it's been nice sharing this project with you, and thanks to Steve for dropping it in. And there's a lot more to come on it yet. We're not finished by a long way. And I mean, there are some bits I will do off camera because there are areas where I'll need to concentrate and think. But I think we'll get there eventually. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I think I'll end the live here for now. I'll ring you in a minute, Steve, and see what you think about how this thing should work. You know, we'll have a conversation on the telephone, and whatever I get to on the whatever conclusion we come to on the telephone, I'll bring it into the next video. The input, anything that we manage to figure out. Anyway, folks, listen, you all take it easy. You all have a good night, and I shall catch you in the next one. Join me for the next exciting part of this project. Thank you very much. More to come later. Bye for now.